Is non-duality dangerous? No, non-duality is certainly not dangerous. But the mind has a habit of distorting, of misinterpreting, of misusing almost everything, and turn it into something that it is not. And when the mind does that, then all sorts of difficulties can arise. One of the pitfalls, one of the potential pitfalls is when the mind gets an idea or creates an idea about what non-duality is. And then the mind turn it into something of a new belief system. And what then happens is that the mind gets on a crusade and wants to oh, that has happened so many times before in the human history with religions. Then wants to save everybody else. And all sorts of, all kinds of suffering arises out of that. Another potential pitfall is that the mind refuses to let go. The mind insists upon being in control. And then the mind might find some of the non-dual concepts interesting. And the mind starts to study. And it reads a lot of books. And it watches a lot of non-dual videos. Building up a conceptual idea again. And then at some stage, the mind gets, what's it called? The mind loses anywhere, any place to seek refuge, because the non-dual teachings are disabling, are dismantling all mind-made refuges. And then the mind sinks into despair and hopelessness. Because non-dual teachings, they are taking away the mind's hopes. Non-dual teachings are destroying hope. Why do you want to hope for something? Hope is a denial of what is. Hope is a way to try to escape truth. Hope is a way to blind oneself for the miracle of life. And yes, I know perfectly well that many of you, some of you, might say when confronted with this, might say, well, I have nothing. There is nothing in life for me, so all I've got is my hope for something better. Well, that is the mind. The mind that is depressed about its situation. It is the mind that do not want to let go of its insisting upon being able to control life. But you cannot control life. No one can control life. And as long as we are blinded by hope, we are indeed blinded of the miracle of life. The mind has this idea that life can only be interesting if I got my new BMW. Or my big mansion. Or my trophy partner. So that I can shine in social situations, so that I can outshine everybody else in social situations, so that I can impress the other people. Why do you want to impress other people? There is always someone with a bigger yacht. It's a losing game. Life is so much more than material stuff. Material stuff can give you comfort, physical comfort. But it will never ever, no matter how many cars you have, or how many mansions you have, or how many yachts you have, or private jets, or whatever have you, no matter how much you have of these things, it will never ever give you a deep satisfaction about life. Why do you think there is so much alcohol abuse and drug addictions in wealthy families? Why do you think there is so much drama there? So much pain and so much suffering, so much anger. Living on first class, but suffering all the road, all the way. And non-dual teachings, they expose the lie that the mind has created, that the mind believes in. Non-dual teachings destroy hope. But it gives you so much more. It gives you reality. It reveals the beauty, the insane beauty of existence, of being. And all the other mind-made stuff turns into ashes. Non-dual teachings, they show you what love truly is. And no, you do not have a need to be loved. What you need to do is to love. And hoping for something in the future is the exact opposite of love. What is the saying? I cannot remember it precisely, but it goes something like this. He who has, more shall be given. He who has less, what he has shall be taken away. This saying is, of course, about love, about the ability to love. He who has, or she for that matter, it does not matter what gender it is. She who has the ability to love, more love shall be given. He who has not the ability to love, the little love that person hath shall be taken away. It is of course a saying by Jesus. And to the conceptual mind, it sounds strange. Why would Jesus say something like that? He who has, she who has, more shall be given. He who has not, what he has shall be taken away. But that is of course because the conditioned mind thinks that, that Jesus is talking about material goods or money or whatever. No, he's talking about love. The ability to love. She who has the ability to love, more love shall be given. He who has not the ability to love, the little love he has shall be taken away. The only dangers, so to say, so to speak, about non-duality the only danger is that you misinterpret it. Is that you build an idea about that, about it. Fall in love with silence. Fall in love with stillness. Fall in love with being. He who has more shall be given. Thank you for listening, my friend. Take care.